Hello, my air signs, the air tribe. How are you, my friends? Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And thank you so much for clicking here, as you did last time, maybe. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for your thumbs up and being in the comments. I need to know you're there if I'm reading for you. I don't care if it's your real name. Just go ahead and be in the comments. Even if it's just an emoticon, I'd love to see that you're there. I want to feel you there. So exchange some energy with me, whether that's comments or thumbs up, whatever you do. I hope you will stay if you have come across this video for the first time. I hope you'll subscribe. All right, so I have marked everything down below. You should be able to scroll this video for whatever you need. I am going to read first for Aquarius, so Gemini and Libra, if you wouldn't mind just finding your place in this video. Let's do this for Aquarius. Aquarius, you're going to hear some road noise. I've got the windows open. It's a beautiful night, so why not, right? It's been a little cooler, which has been lovely. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius for the week ahead, please. Aquarius for the week ahead. All right, that one wants to see us. We've got guilt. What else do we have? Oh, there we go. That one's sticking out. And fear. Guilt and fear. Bottom of the deck is courage. Okay, so help is on the way. Just heard a song already. Give me a second here. Hang on, help is on its way. I'll be there as fast as I can. You know what? It might be Little River Band or something like that, but it's from the 70s for sure. It's something that's coming from my childhood. Hang on, help is on its way. I'll be there as fast as I can. I'm not sure why I'm hearing that. Let's keep reading. So we have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Okay, so it feels like you're tired of feeling guilty. You're tired of feeling guilty. I'm going to give you a for instance. A for instance might be a tradition in the family, and you're done with the tradition because all it ever did was bring you guilt. Religion does that too. A lot of people carry religious guilt. But it says here that you're going to be releasing any beliefs that no longer assist in your soul's growth. And one of those things is fear, I believe. It says, I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So you are trying to become less guilty and more aware of love. So you're no longer going to be taking this energy that has been putting a cap on your soul's growth, I think, as, you know, is I feel like the first thing that you're going to clear up is guilt. You're not going to feel either the religious guilt or the guilt about not having as many kids as the rest of the people in the family or whatever it was. It feels like whatever it is, it places guilt on you. But I do feel that you do find some courage here in the week ahead. It says here, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. I like it. Okay, so I want to say that this is something that you're working on currently. That's what it feels like. I like it. You're facing the fear. And the fear is that you realize that you've been blocking love by carrying all this guilt. And you want to learn how to live in the energy of love. And you have to dump the guilt to do that. You do. You can't feel bad about all the things that shaped you. And I know that some of the things that probably happened in the past weren't good. Like probably terrible and evil. But those things also have shaped you to here. All right. Here we go. We've got Take Time Out, Brown Bear Spirit. Card number 9, Take Time Out. It's telling you to sit down, think about things, go within, be the hermit. The brown bear spirit, bears do hibernate. Take time out. That's what they definitely do, right? They primarily through the winter sleep. Yeah. Primarily. So I feel like you are deep in thought. I feel like you're deep in some self-care, self-repair, I want to say. And I don't think that you're really communicating with many people. I feel like you're into a deep spiritual energy right now where you're hermiting and you are healing. That's what I want to say. You're healing this this blockage that's been created here. Because I think you're scared to fall in love completely, like give it up completely to someone. We have the dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. I love that. Because, you know, transcending means you've decided that you're going to see right through it. I see right through you. Yeah. Boy, this is going to be a reading full of songs, I think. I see right through you. It's what is her name? Alanis Morissette. Yeah, that's from Jagged Little Pill. So the truth transcends illusion. I feel like the truth is that you figure all of this out. We've got 22 here, which is a 4, which is stability. I think that after you come out of this hermit-like energy, once you start becoming more social, you're going to realize that your reactions or lack thereof are going to be different as you get more social. Like, I feel like you've made some significant changes while you've been by yourself. And then after that test, we send you, I feel like you're going to be, after this taking the time out, it feels like you're about to become more social. Dragonfly, right? You're about to become more social, I think, with a different awareness that you had before you went into hermit mode, before you went in to take time out. And I think that the way you're going to notice the changes that have become your actual changes, you're going to see them in you, is when you're in a social situation and how you respond rather than react now. And I think it's going to be something that you'll realize in hindsight. Pay attention. We've got look out for signs from the divine, acknowledge red flags. Yes, I feel like this is the social game here. That's what it says. Pay attention. It almost feels like you come out of hermit mode and you have a clearer look. You see things far clearer than you did. You can now acknowledge red flags maybe before you couldn't. Look out from signs from the divine. The divine will lead you all the time. We've got ask your angels, seek the divine. Again, your angels want to support you. So when you have questions, try not to go it on your own. It takes maybe some meditation a few times a week over a couple of weeks to get your answer. So you're responding to things rather than reacting to things, and I love it for you. All right. I wonder what the guilt is. It says, I release the beliefs that no longer serve my soul's growth. It feels like you're just like done with something. I'm no longer going to feel bad for whatever happened back there. No longer going to feel bad. And the Queen of Wands shows up. No longer going to feel bad. I just feel like whatever you went through, and please don't take this in the wrong way, because I don't wish harm on anyone ever. I'm going to say that whatever you went through back there, it feels like whatever the beliefs were that were holding you back, I feel like when you decide you're letting the guilt go, it brings you, it's sort of the story of the Queen of Wands coming from a place that's been really hard. And, being forged through fire, she sits on the throne in spite of everything that's happened. And so I feel as though you're the rebel here. I want to say you're the rebel that you decide, no, I'm not taking on that family guilt anymore. I don't care. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to be the person who hides everyone else's addictions, so they can wreak havoc in everyone else's life in the family. Like, it feels like something like that. It feels like you are breaking a chain of some sort. We have fear. There you go. I realize it's a realization. That's what the Tower is. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. You want to test it. That's when you go into the public places and be very social. Now you want to test it. The realizations, the understandings, there's upheaval and change in your thinking, my friend, and you're no longer scared. You're no longer scared to step out and test the whole situation. Everything that you've learned up to here, is it going to be different for you in the future as you either embark on dating? It feels like you are maybe embarking on dating. That's what it feels like, because it says you have to acknowledge red flags. It could be maybe you're embarking on maybe moving to another part of the world, or it feels like something very big, this upheaval and change here. Could be a job as well. Got the 9 of Cups. Take time out. Yeah, I think it's time to realize. See, the thing is in order to call in the 9 cups, you have to be the 9 cups. And I feel like that's the changes that are happening while you're in hermit mode. I feel that we've got 2 9s here too. So you're almost at the end of some sort of a cycle. This tower is very close. I'm going to say this tower is probably coming at you midweek, next week. And this tower is a realization. It's not anything bad that's going to happen in your life, but it is going to cause upheaval and change. You're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't think of that. I can't believe that I've been holding myself responsible with this guilt for all of this long period of time, and it wasn't mine to carry. It feels like it's a realization that it wasn't ever yours to carry, that it created fear within you because other people expected it of you and you didn't want to do it. Throw a card over my shoulder. There we go. Pay attention. So, yeah, it feels like you're going to realize that the time that you've been spending by yourself, and I think you've been spending it there trying to drop some burdens. I feel like you needed a break from people. It feels like you have been spending, like you might be the person who just goes to work and home, and that's all you've been doing lately. You've just been spending time by yourself. But I want to say now what you're going to notice is as you become more social, coming out of the cave here, coming out of this taking time out, I feel like now it's like you walk the streets and all you see are red flags. Yeah, I feel like it's really, really clear. Sorry for all those sounds outside, but the windows are open. So you're acknowledging red flags, and you're not necessarily believing everything that you see. You're not going to jump in headfirst. You need to test the waters. You need to acknowledge the red flags. I think you're going to be getting now, it's a different game once you wake yourself up, or once you become more aware of your life, and then you start to realize that the universe really is guiding you if you listen and see the signs. And that's here, the signs for the divine here. We have the 7 of Cups. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. I haven't felt this emotionally overwhelmed in a very long time. Yeah, I'm going to say so. Yeah, I'm going to leave that on the bottom of the deck. I feel like there's we've got the 6 of Cups is here. And the 6 of Cups is about a connection, a long time connection, or someone that you've known for a very long time. It can also indicate life's previous, but also like life as a child as well. So maybe it is... it's probably the most overwhelmed that you felt in social situations in a very long time, I think. Because now you see it all for what it is. You're looking through a different lens than everyone else in the room. And it's wild. I'm telling you, when you get there, it's wild. You start to see things you didn't see before. I'm not going to use those. We'll use these here. Let's clarify a little bit for you. Aquarius. This is a very interesting reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Yeah, I feel like the Tower brings the realization that you are enough, that you are the 9 cups, and so you are ready to attract the 9 cups because you are the 9 cups. It's a realization of that you had been blocking love with fear. You had a fear of loving yourself, I think, because there is guilt back here. It feels like people, for a very long time, possibly, Knight of Pentacles, tried to kind of keep you in line using guilt by making you believe things that you didn't think were true, right? People are born into religions. They didn't ask to be in that religion, but someone made the choice for them, a parent, right? So sometimes kids get baptized at a very young age, and they don't have a choice in the matter. So I feel like that's what you're doing, is you're unloading all of these expectations that have been put on you. And I think they've been put on you for a super long time because the Knight of Pentacles is here. I want to say that you haven't felt this free, this fun, this energized in a very long while. That I think that dropping the burdens of whatever expectations were laid upon you back there is really bringing you to a place of joy. Like the Queen looks like she is like on fire. I've got the world in the palm of my hand every star of all the energy is here. Yeah, and she's got the ace in the air. So I feel like lifting, it feels like you're lifting some sort of teaching that someone gave you that you knew was no longer good for your spirit. We have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so you are a little bit closed off here, feeling like there's competition. It feels as though also that you are holding back, indecision. What is this? Indecision, fear. Realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love, but you can't be closed off. It's okay. So that's why the Tower comes. You can't be closed off. You can't be closed off, and you can't be in indecision, right? The thing is that I feel as though you do have love for yourself, but I think the indecision, the Five of Wands comes here, that every once in a while you're going to slide off the shelf. Oh, maybe I'm just not as great as I think I am. You know, it feels like that. It goes back and forth between the Nine of Cups and the Five of Wands, because there is still this lingering fear that you won't find someone, or that someone won't accept you for who you are exactly. So I think that there is some sort of communication that you're going to get here, or maybe it's an aha moment or a realizing of truth. That could go along with that Tower energy as well. It's a realizing of truth possibly, but could also be the opening of a great conversation. Now, I want to say that I've been feeling that there's some sort of social thing coming up. And I feel that when you get out into a more social setting, whether that's maybe at a restaurant with a friend or whatever, you start seeing things a lot clearer. I really think that you have done some ascension. While you have been in hermit mode, you've done a lot of, I want to say you've taken a cosmic leap. That's what it feels like, that you've ascended. You have different ways of looking at things now, far clearer ways, and it's causing you to take pause, to question everything, and I love it. Question everyone's intentions. We have the Page of Swords. So now you're in knowledge mode. Yeah. So I feel like you now see things with great clarity. And as you get into these social situations, I feel as though you are going to become far clearer, because there is so much more knowledge that you have now that you didn't have back then. I feel like it's going to stop you from taking leaps of faith right now, because you're going to be able to see all the red flags that people are wearing. And that is going to be your karma, right? Your karma is that maybe back here, you couldn't see the flags, and now all you're going to see are flags. But I mean legit flags. I don't mean like, the universe would never do that. Give you flags that weren't there. I feel like you're going to see legit flags, but I really do feel like after coming out of hibernation here, that you have a different understanding, or a very clear look. You're paying attention now. And I don't think anybody is going to be able to do what was happening back here, holding you back by putting their expectations on you and then making you feel guilty when you didn't deliver on whatever it is they wanted. I think that in your past, you have been the one who has given up the self for everyone else. So you might have been a mother, for sure. You might have been on the back burner, put yourself on the back burner, and everyone was out front. And I think that you realize now that that's a really quick way to kill yourself, right? Is if you keep giving away and not being replenished, you're shortening your life. I feel like it's this beautiful liftoff of energy here. Yep. Letting go of the guilt. Tell me what the challenge is for the week ahead, please. Challenge for the week ahead is closing a chapter that you never had any fun in. I feel like you've learned a lot of lessons, and I always say, and there's always exceptions to this rule, but I do say that, the things that we go through are necessary for our growth. And that's not to say that any terrible, awful, horrible thing that has happened to you was supposed to happen to you. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, that we look at our life in the past and know that we can close chapters because we've learned the lesson. I think the lessons that you've learned, or you will realize that you have learned in the week ahead, is you're no longer going to allow people to put expectations on you. You're no longer going to carry anyone else's expectations, and you're not going to live in fear. Because when you live in fear and you're closed off, the universe gives you a tower. What's this tower? The tower is that you realize your fire, for sure. We got the Queen here again the second time. You realize your fire. This is This is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. You could have fire energy, but even if you don't, it feels like this is your mood. Like it feels like you're in the energy of the Queen of Wands. So I want to say that the Tower comes because of your own manifestations, my friend. You've been manifesting while you've been hibernating or by yourself or taking time out, and you're having a lot of realizations about things you weren't ready to admit to yourself back there. So I think that this challenge for the week ahead is looking at everything else with a new set of eyes. Because I tell you what, after I had some awareness and I looked at those things back there, they didn't look as terrible as they were. Also, I realized my part that I played in them. So I feel like you're coming into a whole lot of realization about things you have been wanting answers to for a very long time. And I also feel like this is going to help you to move forward, because with this kind of eagle eye, now that you have awareness, you're not so easily sucked in by a red flag. Yeah, there's the Tower again. Why is that? You're going to get reciprocity from someone who is single. A single person, someone who's in individual energy, possibly someone who's quite confident. I feel like this person could have Scorpio energy, because we are boxed in by death and the Tower here. So I feel like there is a Tower coming here. It's a reciprocal Tower. So it's like you didn't expect to get reciprocity from someone who is possibly the Nine of Pentacles to you, someone who really doesn't need anyone else, essentially. The Wheel of Fortune tells me that after the transformation happens here, that something is, it's like you either, and you're no longer single, or there is someone single who transforms. Take it as it resonates. I'm reading for a lot of energies, right? And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like there's some great changes coming up here. Like when I say great, I mean big, like big changes. I feel like there is transformative energy here, and it might even be your transformation. Yeah, for sure it could be your transformation. The Nine of Pentacles, and whether you're single or not, it feels like confidence. The confidence to know that I can add to myself. I don't have to wait for someone else to bring me flowers. I can grow my own garden. Like that's what it feels like here. That's what the transformational energy is. I do feel like you are going to end up getting some sort of communication from somebody who's going to cause a Tower. That energy is going to cause a Tower. Communication, tell me what this is about, please. Somebody that you haven't heard from in a long while. The Seven of Pentacles is here. But someone you have planted the seeds of intention with. So you've spoken with this person already. Temperance. And the Two of Cups in the reverse. I think it is someone that you do have feelings for. This person is coming forward to ask you if you still have feelings as well. Yeah, I think it's a really soft Tower is what it is. It is an upheaval and a change, but it's not going to be a harsh one. It's going to be a happy one, because Temperance is here. And I feel as though somebody is coming at you because they want to know what your feelings are. Do you still have feelings for them at all? Two of Cups is in the reverse. It feels like somebody thinks that maybe you don't have feelings for them anymore. Maybe it grew to the Three Pentacles and we just stopped and I'm done. So, interesting. I think you're going to get some reciprocity. I'll leave that right there. Thank you so much for coming here to watch. I do appreciate you, Aquarius. And yeah, thank you. And I will be back because, well, I'm always back. I love you guys. Thanks. Bye-bye. And hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for waiting here for me. I appreciate you. And let's get into it, right? Let's take a look at the Soul Journey Oracle. Let's get some energy on the table for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for Gemini. This is for the week ahead, Gemini. Whenever you find these readings, they will always be for the week ahead. We've got Purpose. That one just flew right out the deck there. All right. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Gemini, please. If you're a cross watcher, thank you for doing that. All right. Oh, we've got a lot of violet here. Somebody's third eye is opening up here. Look at that. Honesty and judgment. It might be judgment on pride. Just saying. Let's keep reading here. So we've got Purpose. I know what I am here to do. All right. I believe you. It says, judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. I know what I'm here to do. It feels as though you are someone who is empathic. You are also someone who has had a realization that you may have been misjudging someone. Only because it feels like here you realize that everyone is not the same. That some people are driving Teslas and some people are driving Chevettes. You know what I mean? Some people are driving, it's not always equal. Life is not on equal footing. And I feel like you're realizing, and I feel like this is your purpose, like to have this moment of awareness that you've been judging someone possibly based on their upbringing or maybe their trauma, or, it feels like you now realize that your purpose is to understand them rather than to judge them. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And I'm going to say I think this energy showed up in Aries' reading, I think, this week. I could be wrong, but I think it did. Okay. All right, got a card that's flipped. We have the Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. And we have the Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. It was in the reverse. That's very interesting. Card number 61, which is a 7. Give with gratitude and grace. It's like sevens are heaven for me, right? They're divinely guided. You are being guided divinely here, but I don't think you're listening because it's in the reverse. Give with gratitude and grace, I feel like I want to say that you want to undo something you did. Yeah, because it feels like you've judged somebody for something that they had no control over, but you judged them for that anyway. It says this and that are true. Not everything is true, right? It's not always the way that we see it. It's not always that way. This and that are true. It also is card number 20. Again, judgment, right? Judgment card in tarot. So this and that are true. It feels like that not everything is true, but I think that you get the gist, that you know that this person has gone through some pretty tough things. And I don't know if this is someone that you're connected to romantically or not. That's not what it feels like here, but it feels like an opening of your mind, or you're having a realization or aha moment about somebody that maybe you really didn't give them a whole lot of grace when they needed it. Because this is in the reverse, right? Give with gratitude and grace. And I don't think that you've been giving this person grace at all. In fact, that maybe it feels like you've been holding back from them, not really giving them anything. This and that are true. There's two sides to every story. Some say 3, yours, mine, and the truth, right? I feel like the Dolphin Spirit, card number 20, tells me that you are ready to move forward. This dolphin is breaching the water, jumping forward. Dolphins breach the water when they're happy. So I feel like you are happy. I feel like you're happy to see this, have this realization. This and that are true. I feel like, maybe you felt like this person lied to you, but I want to say that in those periods that you thought that they were lying to you, I feel like they were actually telling a lot of the truth, but trying not to divulge all of the details. That's what it feels like. We've got White Raven Spirit, Trust the Magic. It's card number 66. Could be seeing 6s. All right, one last card and then we'll get to some tarot. Thank you for this beautiful energy, Gemini. Tell me about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, the week ahead. There it is. Ask your angels. We'll go for one more. What are you supposed to be asking your angels? It says, seek the divine. Your angels want to support you. It could be that you are, celebration. I feel like it feels like it has something to do with not giving this person grace and misjudging them. It feels like that. There is expansion. You're expanding your mind, pursuing bigger and better, greater endeavors. I think it's because you've realized your purpose. Porpoise. Just kidding. You've realized your purpose. Oh, I slay me. Okay, far too much fun by myself. All right, so we go seek the divine. Your angels want to support you. And good times come from your hard work. Time spent in good company. I want to say that you overcome this. I feel that you go within, you ask your angels, you do your meditation. I feel like you're moving slowly towards a solution, that you realize that this person that you did not give grace to, I think that there is maybe some sort of connection here, whether it be platonic or romantic. It feels like it is about a person. I feel like you will come together with that person after, the process of thought. Realizing, I think you're going through a lot of realizations in the week ahead. We've got Judgment twice. All right, let's take a look here. For Gemini, your purpose is to find your person. I think that what your purpose is to locate your deep soul connection. I know what I'm here to do. I like it. It's like you've had a realization that you know what your purpose is. Your purpose is to find the love of your life. We have Judgment and the Three of Swords. You're still living in this energy of lack, this energy of disappointment here. You have had your third eye has opened. You've had some realizations. There is even purple in the dolphin spirit as well. Pink is there. I always notice the third eye and the downloads, and it feels like you still feel disappointed or heartbroken that you misjudged somebody. It keeps coming back to that. Someone that you didn't show grace to. Someone who you realize now was actually telling you the truth. For the most part, could be someone who is the Queen of Pentacles, who is Capricorn, but also Taurus and Virgo in a general reading. Could be someone who is an earth sign that you're dealing with. Partnership. Okay, so that's why I was kind of confused as to whether this is romantic or not. So it feels like there is something that began in the 3D. You know this person that I'm talking about. They could be an earth sign. And if they're not an earth sign, they're someone who is very stable. They give a lot of stability. They are someone who loves to care for everyone around them, no matter who that is. At home, at the office, their friend group, whatever it is. They love to, make dinners, feed people, like that kind of person. This person is very doting because she's practicing to be the Empress. I say she because there's a woman on the card, but we're not talking about body parts. We're talking about feminine, masculine energy. So the Three of Pentacles. I feel like there is going to be a reunion with you and a friend, or someone that you're friendly with. It's this person that you feel like you've misjudged. And I feel as though the Three of Pentacles is where it stayed. It stayed in the friend zone. Yeah. It feels like it stayed in the friend zone. We have a celebration after you ask your angels. I feel like you're about to have some sort of a reunion with somebody here. And I think you're going to be the one who reaches out with the reunion energy. Yeah, I feel like you just want to end. I feel, the cycle, the chapter. There's transformation coming here. And the transformation happens when you send the message, my friend. Unless you're the Empress, then you would not be the one sending the message. You'd be the one receiving it. But we can't ignore that we have the Page of Wands here, the passionate one, right? The fun, flirty one, the one who isn't going to plan anything. But I feel as though the communication is transformational. Because the Ten of Cups is here and so is the Hermit. It feels like somebody has really, really been thinking about you and how you feel like the 10 Cups to them. Of course, these could be your thoughts as well. We've got Scorpio energy here and Virgo energy. Let's clarify a little bit. All right. Tell me about Gemini, please. Let's clarify for Gemini. So your purpose, you feel, is to find your person, your mirror, the deep soul connector. Tell me about this. we've got the Knight of Wands. So it's a realization that you need to take it slow. That now that you know your purpose, who your purpose is, or maybe what your purpose is for some of you, I feel it's to take it slow. The Knight of Wands is the one that is sort of impulsive and does things quickly and moves very fast and isn't very stable with their energy. But I feel as though you realize that through all of those things that you were maybe in the past, maybe you weren't into settling down or getting into a relationship, but it feels like the Knight of Wands in the reverse is telling me, take it slow. Take it slow, look closely. You know what your purpose is now. You know, you're going to know when you find this person who has been sent to you by the universe. Oh, Gemini, Charlie just said that's the judgment. I feel like you think the person that you misjudged is the one who is the one. I don't know why I didn't get that before now. Charlie just said, see, I'm useful. He's always useful. Charlie is my guide, by the way. And so I feel as though you're going to go at it slow, because I feel that you misjudged the person that you may realize now is your purpose. Well, plot twist. There we go. There's the sun. I feel like what you want to do is be seen by this person. So I feel like the celebration is this, and I don't feel like this is anyone that you've dated. That's the thing. I don't feel like it's anyone that you've dated before. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like we ended at friendship. We got stuck in the friend zone. But I do feel that you have realized that your purpose is to be with this person, is to be with that deep soul connector. They could, this is you, Gemini, right? They could also be Gemini, but I think your person is an earth sign, as it's showing here. Yeah, we've got the king. So you're the king looking for the queen, I think, or vice versa. Take it as it resonates. But the King of Pentacles is the one who is seriously looking for a relationship. This is someone who wants to be, well, we've got both energies, feminine and masculine. So the King of Pentacles wants to be a father, wants to provide for a family, is very stable financially, ready for a commitment of some kind. But you're not looking for just anyone. You're looking for the queen. I think the queen is the person who is the lover. And you know that this person is out there. I think you know them. I think they are your friend. It feels as though you're starting to have feelings for a friend, or seeing a friend in a different light. This person who you had made judgment on. You thought that you had it covered. You were so clear. And I feel like the only thing that is clear to you now is that you broke somebody's heart by misjudging them. And I say misjudge them. Understand that I think that the misjudgment here that we're talking about is somebody who maybe judged someone based on the color of their skin, or the job they had, or that they were, maybe this person is someone who's had a lot of trauma, and so maybe they're someone who is still working on themselves because they've dealt in a lot of trauma in their life. I feel like all of those things are kind of misjudgments when you judge a person based on what you see on the outside, not really knowing what's going on the inside, or not really caring what's going on in the inside. I feel like it's been a long while since you've spoken with this friend. I feel as though you want to take this friend, the Three of Pentacles, you want to take them an opportunity. And I feel as though the thing is I feel like the Queen's been standing here with the opportunity in her hand for a long time, but waiting for you to catch up is what I want to say. Or you could be the Queen. Take it as it resonates. But I feel like it's been a long time coming. There will be a reunion and a celebration here, and it will start out as Pentacles, friends. And I feel as though there's a lot of things here that need to be spoken of, because I feel like what's being concealed here is that this person, I feel, Gemini, it could be you or them, somebody is not telling someone how they feel. They're concealing the Three Pentacles. It's like, I don't want this person to think I'm just their friend. But I think that's where we'll start. I think that the part that's being concealed as well is the celebration and how excited you really are for this transformation. It feels like you're going to communicate with somebody here, and it's going to be a really, really positive communication. But I think that what you're hiding here, what you're concealing, is probably this 3 Pentacles here. I don't know that you want to be friends anymore, is what I'm saying. Yeah, because the Lovers is here. Tell me what the challenge is for the week ahead for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. There it is, transformation. So I feel like in the week ahead that you've got a decision to make. I feel like there is going to be transformative energy, and I want to say that it's going to be around home and hearth. Like, it's going to be changes in your pentacle world, so changes to your money, or you buy or sell a house, or there is a lot of transformation coming. But I think what's included in the transformation, and maybe you've been transforming up to here, but in the midst of all that, I feel as though you're thinking about the Queen or the King, depending on who you are. And you're realizing that it's been a very long time since you had a conversation about why this ended at the 3 Pentacles. Because I don't think it grew past there. But I do feel like you're bringing either more friendship or an opportunity to be friends again. Just listening. Tell me about the Judgment. Page of Wands. The Page of Pentacles. Okay. And the Knight of Cups. You know what I think? I feel like you really had feelings for this person, but it looked to you like they were very immature. We're looking at pages, right? Pages are like between the ages of 7 and 14. They would be selected to run around the kingdom with notes and letters. So that's how they communicated within the kingdom, is usually through the pages. And sometimes it was written information, sometimes it was verbal information. But I feel as though there is the judgment. You had a judgment on this person based on the money they made and the effort that they put into life, or it felt like that they were their passion was younger than you, or that they seemed immature. But I think that you still have feelings for them. I feel like you're like, too bad, because I really had feelings for this person. I think you were misjudging them all along. Yeah. I think for you, it was like you realized that you actually disappointed or broke their heart. And I want to say that this person healed and never spoke with you again after that. That might be what sort of broke the friendship. I feel like you're now seeing it from the other person's side, from the Queen or the King's side. And I think that's what's going to cause the transformation in the week ahead, is that you're seeing it from the other person's side now. And I think that you want to give an offer of friendship again. I feel like you're going to tell this person some things that you've been concealing from them. What has Gemini been concealing, please? I'm attracted to you, really attracted to you. You have so much courage. And this person does have courage. That is who the Queen of Wands is. So your person, I feel, is on their way to being the Empress. We have 2 queens in the room. This person, I feel that you're going to tell them that you are attracted to them. You're going to tell them that you also admire their strength and courage to keep moving on in the face of adversity. And that has caused you to fall in love with them. It's caused you to figure out that you know that this person is the soulmate. So I think what you're concealing is that the 3 of Pentacles, I feel like you're concealing the friendship in favor of love. There it is again. Knave of Swords shows up this time. So the Page of Swords is here. After much deliberation, I like to say with the Page of Wands or Page of Swords, because that's digging up information. Yeah. And after the digging up of information, you realized that this Queen is solid. This Queen is solid. This is a solid, loyal friend. And that is the earth signs. They are loyal to the end, the bitter end. They are loyal. Last time you seen this person, you could have been the Emperor in reverse. Oh, I've got the whole deck in reverse here. So we've got and we'll turn them in the upright here. All right. So we've got the Emperor, we've got the Nine of Cups, we've got the Eight of Wands. I feel like you do want to communicate with this person. You pulled away from them, I feel, and you do want to communicate with somebody here who you feel is your Nine of Cups. I feel like you're the one that's going to take action. So when I say you're the one, I feel like if you're not the Empress, you're the one who's going to be taking going to be taking the risk next week to, I feel, make a communication here, something, or you're thinking about it. But it feels like going into the very near future, maybe not next week, but the week after that maybe there is going to be some communication. And I think you're going to be the one who takes the action, because you know that this is happiness. You know that the Nine of Cups is involved here. The Eight of Cups is here as well, but you'd pulled away from it. We got to close this chapter of being lonely and bored. Yeah. Close this chapter of being single, on my own, doing everything all by myself. It's time to talk. Time to have conversation about it. It's time to talk about it. All right. I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for coming and watching. And I will be back, because I'm always back. Love you so much, Gemini. I'm out for now. Bye. And hello, Libra. Thank you so much for waiting here for me. I appreciate you. Thank you, my lovely creatives. Thanks for clicking here. I appreciate all the ways in which you're showing this channel love. Thank you for doing that. So let's take a look at you for the week ahead. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for Libra. For the week ahead, if you're a cross watcher, thanks for doing that. Libra, what's coming up for Libra, please? We have honesty, interesting. And then we have courage. You're finding the courage to be honest. I love it. You've had some sort of a breakthrough, something that you're seeing now that you didn't see before. We have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Courage says I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. It does feel like you are at a place in your life where Charlie is showing me in my mind's eye, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is Libra. You're having the courage to speak up. It feels like a liberation, that you've decided that you're no longer going to fear honesty. You're going to give people honesty, and you will receive honesty. But I don't think that you can always count on others to be honest with you. So you have to be honest with yourself. And that's huge, because a lot of people are willing to be honest with other people, but they don't want to even look at themselves and realize that they have a part in everything that goes on in their life. Right? It's all about decisions. We have trust. Look, we have a lot of violet here. So I feel like there's predominantly violet energy. It feels like, blue, purple, and pink. So you're receiving downloads, it feels. It says, trust, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. I think you're now in a position where you are listening to your gut. I want to say you are listening to the gut, and you're not, you no longer have fear of speaking out loud. I think that you're finding the courage to be honest with people that you weren't honest with before. Bravo to you. What else do we have here? Tell me about Libra for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have know your worth. Yes. You know, that's the only way that you can speak up on behalf of yourself or anyone else, is if you know your worth. And it's almost like you always want to have people at a bit of a fear. I'm looking at the skunk, right? It feels like it almost feels like this new courageous you, the one who's honest and speaks the truth, is someone who knows their worth. But I want to say that people in your life have scattered at this moment in time because they don't know what to make of you. Because I think that you're always the person who in any situation would prefer to be in balance. And anything that is outside of that, I feel like you don't seek after that thing. So I want to say that even more so, What's really giving your balance is knowing your worth, but also knowing that it's smart to keep people at an arm's length sometimes until you can figure out the situation. Until you know your worth, having people around you who are trying to tell you who you are is just so dangerous, especially if they don't have their best interest at heart. I always thought it was kind of funny that skunks, they have really bad nerves. They get frightened easily, and they're the ones that make the biggest ruckus when they get scared, right? They emit this smell that can get into your clothes and never get out. I feel like you have been keeping people at arm's length, though, because of 5 and 4 being 9, which is hermit energy. So I think that you've been in healing, or that you've been in hermit mode, thinking about all this stuff. And I feel as though it's time for you to, like, you come out with more tools to protect yourself, right? The skunk people keep their distance from the skunk. Why, right? Because they don't want to get sprayed. So I feel like people around you are, once you know your worth, they start treating you differently, because you do finally know your worth, and they know that you're going to be honest with them. If they don't treat you in a way that you think is conducive to who you are and knowing your worth, I feel like you're just going to be really honest with them and let them know. The miracles are endless. The cow spirit. The cow is... it is a miracle. It keeps us alive. For those who eat meat, for those who drink milk, for those who have cheese, those things. Just listening. The miracles are endless. Lay a solid foundation. So it almost feels like you're at the beginning of something. Lay a solid foundation. That's what you're being asked to do right now. Build a nest. Get to a new apartment, or an apartment in general. It feels like you're supposed to be nesting, because there are some miracles that are coming up. Things that you didn't think would ever transpire, I think, are about to come up. And I think that they're coming because you know your worth. Because you've been spending this time in this energy of speaking the truth, whether people like it or not. Having the courage to say what you want to say, even though your knees are shaking. All right, one more card. Leap of faith. Okay, interesting. Taking a risk, stepping into beauty of the unknown. So it feels like you have confidence enough to be able to move ahead, or take a leap of faith, or maybe take a little bit of a risk. We have an apology. Forgiveness through mutual understandings. So I feel like you might be taking a leap of faith this week to either give someone an apology, or it almost feels like you know your worth. You stand your ground. You're going to be saying something honest, but you are going to take a risk. Like, maybe you don't know the situation very well yet, and so it feels a little bit risky. Okay. Throw some tarot at it, see what's up. Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This courage, to be honest, I think is very interesting energy that it's throwing at me here. It's a realization that you just have to speak your honesty to people. I think you're a person who, when they get in a situation that's sticky, that you just kind of go silent because you don't want to have to deal with it. But I think that now you are having the courage to speak up. You're having the courage to speak up and be honest, rather than just leaving it alone and letting it lie and not having any closure, but just being quiet because you don't want to say the wrong thing. I think those days are over. And I like it. Feels like Queen of Swords energy to me. We have the World. Yep, you're done. You're done taking people's BS, I think. It feels like a liberation. It sure does. It feels like you're done taking people's BS, Libra. The World card is here. You're closing the door on anything that no longer serves you. And you're just going to be honest about that. You're making cuts and of people in your life. I think that You are making cuts here. It feels like the world card is telling me that you're about to go to a new world. And so it feels like that some of the people that were in your life, they can't go with you because they're not on the vibration of the place where you end up. You are going to be closing a lot of chapters, and you're going to be honest with yourself, and the courage, I think, is coming for that. You could be dealing with someone who is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. Those are all the fixed signs. The world card are all of those fixed signs. Being honest with closing the door. I just need to close the chapter. Tell me more about this. Three of Wands. Having the courage to call something else in. I need the adventure. Judgment. And the Chariot. We have the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Why? The Fool. Victory in having a new beginning. There's the leap of faith right there. Right there. The leap of faith that's happening is about words. Somebody is going to say something to someone. I feel, is going to fight for truth and honesty. Somebody wants to tell their side. They're taking a risk doing it because they want victory. I feel as though you're supposed to be kind with your words, very pointed and honest. But I feel like the Queen is here to sort of like a temperance a little bit, to tell you to use your, say what you need to say, but do it kindly and with love. King of Swords is here now. Knight of Swords. All right. So yes, I feel like you're going to be honest with yourself. You're closing chapters here. You're done with some people. Some people can't go with you to the next level. I feel like it's people who, when they're in your face, say, "Oh, we should really have coffee next week," and then you don't hear from them for a year. I think that you're getting rid of superficial things and trading them up. I feel that you're trading them up for courage. I think that the ships that are coming in is that you get inner strength from all of this, for making these decisions that are hard and being honest with yourself. You get the inner strength that you need in order for your ships to come in. Like, it feels like you're making changes, and in making changes, I feel that things up ahead are changing. That's what it feels like here, that there is some sort of really big decision that's going to be made here because you now know your worth, or you are going to get a second chance at something that maybe you had to give up when you weren't really necessarily feeling your worth. Whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. And just know that if you're not ready for it, at the time when it's presented, you won't even recognize it or see it. It'll come back around again if it's supposed to be yours. And I think that's what the Judgment is. So I don't know if that's a person or a job, or it almost feels like it's like somebody who hasn't written music for a long while, or someone who hasn't put brush to canvas for a long time. That's what this Judgment feels like to me. It feels as though now that you know your worth, and it could definitely be a relationship thing, but now that you know your worth, you're ready to make a really big decision. You're going to take a leap of faith that's going to end up in victory here. I like it. It's a whole freaking change of mind. Yes, I think that all these energies that are going on, Lionsgate portal, going through the Aquarian full moon, got retrogrades all over the place. We're in the shadow for Mercury retrograde, and Venus, I think, is in retrograde till the 3rd of September. Yeah, it's all these energies of moving and changing and being strategic and thinking about things. And for you, it also, the other thing is that you always must find balance within it, or it's not for you. And that's why I know that you've made this decision really slowly, because you don't move very quickly. You're one of the air signs that will actually probably hold back and not really say much or do much for a long while until it feels the energy balances itself out enough for you to move forward. We have the 8 of Pentacles, the World. So yeah, it's being honest with yourself and really working hard at this closing of these chapters here. Courage, waiting for the ships to come in. waiting for, it could be finances. You're waiting for something financial to come to you, possibly. You're trying to have the courage and the confidence to wait for it. I feel like the ships that are coming in is the Queen of Pentacles. So it could be about money, about your home, about where you live, about money, a job, a promotion. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who, yeah, I just heard Queen of Pentacles, of course, is the feminine leaning energy of the two, but I heard I'm every woman, it's all in me. I'm every woman, it's all in me. Anything you want now, baby, I do it naturally. Anything you want done, baby, you do it naturally. It's Whitney Houston, I'm every woman. So it feels as though the ships that you want to come in is, I feel like you are trying to attract, or you are waiting for, a Queen of Pentacles, somebody who is very doting, someone who loves to be the domestic goddess, inner strength to face the fear, to face fear with confidence. So I feel as though having all of this just means that now you have an opportunity to lose it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel that you are trying to be courageous. I feel like the ships that are coming in is something to do with your pentacle world getting really good. And it almost feels like you're afraid of it. You're trying to find the courage to endure it, because it starts coming at you quickly here. So we have the Devil, we have the Two of Wands, and we have Justice. The Devil. So I want to say that there is some type of obsessive attachment that you have to the Queen of Pentacles. It feels as though if it's not home hearth, maybe it is a person who is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, somebody who's an earth sign. The Devil is Capricorn, and the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn as well. But also in this reading, it's Taurus and Virgo, because it is a general reading. It feels like you still are attached or thinking about the Queen of Pentacles, that you would like to have a new beginning with the Judgment card, because it's a different ball game for you now, right now, Libra. I think that you know your worth. You're seeing things differently. Your third eye is open. You're being very honest. I think you're about to be honest with the Queen of Pentacles, trying to find the courage to, I feel, to manifest whatever's coming up. Trying to manifest judgment, I think. There is a fear here, though. There is a fear here of, like, maybe I just want it obsessively because I'm feeling codependently attached. It's a bit of a fear. Know your worth. I feel like there is a choice that needs to happen here. There is a decision that's coming up as it pertains to this leap of faith. I'm going to say that whatever the leap of faith is, and it's going to be different for all of you. Some will be in business, some will be in love, some will be, in whatever you're learning in school currently. I feel like the leap of faith that you're taking is going to work out in your favor, because here you are, right? Justice energy here. So I feel that you get justice in taking this leap of faith, whatever it is. You're going to get justice. It's going to work out for you. You will get the victory. It's going to happen really quickly. You're going to have to make some sort of a decision on the drop of a dime after this judgment makes itself known to you here. I feel like you have been attached to this judgment. You've been wanting it, and it feels as though now that you have this feeling of self-worth, that you know your worth, that it's time for you to make a decision. And it is to take a leap of faith, possibly towards a Cancer, another Libra maybe, a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo. This is Virgo and Pisces for me. Or any of the fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. What is the challenge for the week ahead, please? What's the challenge? The challenge for the week ahead is the Ace of Pentacles, is doing something, making a decision that will change your life. This is a pretty big deal. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're going to be presented with an opportunity that's going to change your life. But I also feel like I also feel like you're going to be asked to make a really quick decision. I see the skunk is kind of nervous, waiting, like it's almost like it's going to happen. And it might come after a period of silence. You need to make a decision to take a leap of faith, to get some victory and some balance here. What's the leap of faith, please? Tell me more about the leap of faith. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It's going to take great courage and honesty, whatever it is. It's I feel like it feels risky, but you have all the aces and you want to move forward. It's a manifestation. You have been manifesting something, and I think you're about to take a risk and take a jump toward that thing. We've got the Page of Cups. So I think that either you are going to be reaching out to someone to give an apology, or you'll be reaching out to someone letting them know that you have a little bit of feelings for them. And I mean, that maybe you treat them with a certain type of sort of romantic kind of way, like just sweet and tender is what it feels to me. And it's been a long time since you spoke to this person here. They could be the Queen of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or this is someone that you have a great attraction to. It's interesting that the leap of faith and taking a risk is here, but here is the Queen of Wands. And so I'm going to say for some of you, this is the person possibly that you are taking a leap of faith with, but others of you, it just represents chutzpah, that you have the audacity to take the leap and you're going to win. It's going to work out for you. Whatever this opportunity is, it's going to work out for you. Because we got victory. You've got all kinds of cool stuff over here. I feel like there's someone here that you haven't spoken with in a while for some of you, and it could be this queen. What'd you close the door on? You dropped some burdens. Good for you. I think you had been in a relationship that was burdensome, and you finally got clarity on it. It was time to drop that relationship in the past, and it's time to move forward here. So I feel like that's the ships that are coming in here. That might be why the Queen's here, because I feel like you have closed a chapter, and so what is coming in here could possibly be what's coming in is money, fame, fortune, all of that stuff in the 3D world, but it could also be a person who is actually an earth sign for sure. It might be this person that you feel very codependently attached to. And this person is the one that you feel has changed your life or may change your life as you make these decisions going forward. All right. We've got the Six of Wands. Yeah, I did say that in the Fool. There it is, yeah. There is going to be some sort of leap of faith that you're taking. It's going to work out in your faith. It's going to work out in your favor, I should say, in your favor. All right. I'm going to leave this here. Thank you, Libra, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. Sounds like an exciting week. Let me know. I'd like to see you in the comments. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.